Yo, what's up? It's your boy Love Anime.
This your
Int-
boy Anthony with the games.
Say, introduce
Y'all already
yourself,
know.
nigga. But today, man, we finna review chapter 1069 of One Piece, man. And
You're
let's jump straight into it. Oh yeah, before we jump straight into it though, we finna recap y'all and catch y'all up to speed. Last chapter, what had happened was they was down there at Vega Punk by the what that was, the robot or some shit, like the ancient weapon or some shit.
yeah. Yeah, they was down there reviewing the ancient weapon. Like he was showing them to him because he was trying to recreate the energy that it took to fuel that robot.
Yeah. And he was just telling them how energy is like what make the world go around or some shit like that, basically.
Yeah.
And how
His
everybody got
dream
it.
is to make he's trying to make his dream is to make sure energy is free and stuff like that to everybody. It's available. Like power, all that stuff.
Oh yeah. So basically that's what happened, and then Rob Lucci showed up. They pulled up deep.
Ooh, them boys, street sweeps are certified all the way from Enid's lobby, boy.
They
They done
pulled up.
brought some legends out. They done brought some legends out, boy.
I'm talking about they pulled up. Can we come on the island? They said no. I ain't gonna add too many more time. And
I ain't gonna
then,
add too many more questions.
and then they just pulled
But
up. They got on the island.
yeah. But of course, it's CP0, Cycle 4. So
Yeah.
they already had some ulterior motives pulling up anyway.
Yeah. They don't ever just pull up for no reason. They already knew there was some
Yeah,
big bullshit.
they already pulling up. They finna kill somebody. Somebody finna die. They kind of I wouldn't say the CIA, but they kind of operate kind of like the Secret Service in a
Yeah.
sense.
I,
But
I
they
would
pull
say
up
that
and
too.
take you out.
Yeah.
I would say that the Secret Service of the government and
Yeah.
it's that's just an equivalent. If the feds are watching or listening, just know that I'm not saying anything bad about the CIA. Y'all know they'll dox you real quick. Y'all come up missing, just know it was
Hey,
because of this video.
if y'all hear him start talking during the video, y'all already know what happened.
They didn't kick my door in.
Broadcast interrupted.
you gonna you gonna be saying fat. You see that?
I'm gonna have to
All
continue the
right, so hopping
video.
into it.
Yeah, hopping into it though. Luffy and Lucci, you know what I'm saying? They meet, they come eye to eye, and he just like, damn, oh that's pigeon guy, cause for some reason Luffy don't call him Rob Lucci. Everybody got a
You got a
nickname, but
nickname for everybody.
he'll never call nobody by their name.
You got a
So,
nickname for everybody.
so I think that's the Vegapunk number 4. It's one of them, but she had bomb rush Lucci, and he just like used his finger shot move and just put her down in like one hit. She ain't get to do shit.
Y'all know how he get down.
Yeah,
He already got them overpower. I forgot the name of them hoes. Damn.
the secret powers. I think it's the secret
Yeah, the
powers.
10 power.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
the Tempest kick and all that shit. And so after he had put her down, they were just like, "Why you care about that? Like, why y'all even here?" And what was funny
Mm-hmm.
to me in this chapter is that he was like, Lucha was like, "This is a government island," and Luffy was like, "Oh yeah, we the ones that ain't supposed to
Oh,
be
yeah.
here."
Right. Bruh. He always be saying some crazy ass shit. Like, that shit be funny and weird. Like, he
Hey,
be in the wrong and he'll make it seem like you in the wrong.
yeah, cause he,
Actually, it's kind of funny though. It's the first time he came jumped right to the solution. Like, oh yeah, it's definitely our fault. Because normally the time he's still most of the time from past experience, he's always playing dumb. Remember
yeah,
that situation when that situation on Big Mom's Island when they were sitting in front of Caesar and they was like, you look real familiar. Remember that?
oh yeah,
He was telling
yeah,
Caesar that, and Caesar was like, he said, you say you like Caesar? He was like, nah, that ain't me.
yeah. Knowing damn well that's
So
Caesar,
yeah.
and there ain't nobody
And
else.
everybody, nobody else.
So after
Man,
after they meet up, you know what I'm saying, they meet eye to eye, whatever. they went back to Navy HQ. That's where the scene cut back to, and they like okay, Vegapunk and Luffy then came together. They hope they ain't got no like deal going on or whatever, because that's gonna like, you know what I'm saying, impact the whole like marine power balance shit they got going on. So they like,
because we already know like the military is struggling like as a whole.
Yeah, definitely, especially with these new I think they call it Seraphins or something like that. So like that's like a big power flip, because like they supposed to be like real strong. I don't know if they're supposed to be strong as the warlords, but they definitely like take the place of the
It's
warlords.
their replacements. Yeah.
So that's gonna play like a big part in the Marines' power balance. And
even then, like Akanu just said, like it's a major blow to their military superiority. Like they not gonna be able to maintain like their functionality or just like their overall military power, because they started a war with a whole emperor. And you know, Luffy may not be aware that he has all these people, but shit, everybody else knows that he got these people, especially because of Usopp and what they did on the arc with Doflamingo. I can't remember the name of it. Dressrosa.
Yeah, Dressrosa.
Yeah. So they already rolling deep.
And that's not even the only thing that happened in Navy HQ. They didn't Kizaru had left on his own to go to Egghead Island. So it's just like, damn, my boy Zoro hopefully get his rematch on what happened to him.
Ooh.
And
Mr. Get It Lit back.
What you call that shit? What was the island called?
The Body Archipelago.
Yeah. So hopefully he get his lick back, because Kizaru did my boy wrong. Zoro can't take no hit.
Yeah, let's put a pitchfork in it. Just think about it for one moment. Like, bro, do y'all remember how dirty Kizaru was doing everybody doing that art? Luffy was on the ground crying, boy. Like he couldn't do nothing. Like, remember, because Rayleigh had to show up and save him.
Yeah,
because he was finna do it to his ass.
He had that foot sent. He had his foot sent right there on Zoro, and then when Rayleigh came and kicked it up, he had hit that big ass tree in his hair. Boo! I'm talking about that was like one of the biggest
big ass explosion.
Now imagine that would have hit him on his chest right there.
Oh yeah, he would have been gone. It wouldn't have been no plot armor, no nothing that can save Zoro from that. He would have been erased.
Nothing.
I've seen what Akanu did.
He would have had a closed casket funeral.
Right. They just burying his bottom portion of his body for real.
Everybody just took off, but
that shit crazy. And you know Kizaru with his power and stuff like that. Because isn't his powers like he's like related to like light and stuff? He can move faster than light.
Yeah, fast as light. But we don't know his awakening though.
And then that's a whole new thing, because like I like how with this new era, or like how they're getting more deeper into the story, like they're bringing out more awakened forms as we lead into awakening form right here, Lucy.
Yeah, Lucci awakening.
How you feel about his awakening form? Like the overall design and stuff like that.
I feel like it's cool because he look more slim, and it's like like he got the flames around his body and all that shit. I feel like it's cool. And then he like a cat fruit. Yeah, that's hard. But I feel like his matchup was just, it just was the wrong matchup, because he going against one of the strongest people in the show. So like what all can we see from that? Because if he bumping with Luffy, bro, that's not gonna be right. Well,
it's gonna definitely affect like the power scale. We're gonna have to probably end up doing another power scale video, like tiers.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Comment below if y'all want another power scale video, like a little what was that? Like a ranking video. I forgot what it was called.
Yeah,
it was a tier video.
We had ranked all like our favorite. Yeah, we did a ranked video, like a tier video, all like our favorite characters and stuff like that. So if you haven't seen it, go watch it. If you have seen it, comment below, subscribe, like, let us know if you want us to do another one, and definitely like drop any questions that you may have about like which y'all definitely want us to talk about.
Yeah,
or whether or not the tier list was like kind of ass.
Yeah, because a lot of people had their opinions about that shit. But anyways, they fighting, you know, Lucci then turned into his awakening form, and Luffy then turned into his awakening form, which now we know that he can turn into at any moment now. So like, this ain't nothing like he just, you know, go into when he like in need of help or he beat up or something like that. Like, he can intentionally, you know what I'm saying, become gear filled. He can become free now at any given moment. So, you know, that's cool. And then like,
and I like how like Dr. Vegapunk decided to go into like more detail as far as like Luffy's powers, because he was saying like he ain't never heard of no Gunga Cute shit. Like, if you see right here on the panel, I don't know, like they can see it for real, but like if you see on the panel, like you'll see like
they should have read it.
Oh yeah,
go ahead.
When they read it, like you'll see like how Witchcall was talking about Usopp was talking about, hey, Luffy always called it the Gum fruit, and then shit, Dr. Vegapunk was like, that's kind of weird because it reminds me of the sun god Nika.
Yeah,
he looks just like a god he's seen before. So that's kind of like playing into like that void century that happened.
Yeah, that void century, and probably a book he read up on, because you know he was talking about the books too. I think in the last chapter he was telling us about how they buried the books and shit. So he know a lot about the void century. So it's no telling what he know. He probably know about every devil fruit.
Yeah, especially with him eating that brain fruit. So he like a walking library.
Basically, I like when they showed his form last chapter too. That was pretty funny. I didn't expect him to look the way he looked.
Mm-hmm.
But he was basically, you know, Dr. Vegapunk was basically while Lucci and Luffy going at it. Lucci like look like he find his heart out, and Luffy just like he having fun. And
of course.
You say what?
I said of course.
Yeah, of course. And I mean, he find the goat, and he was just catching us up on basically how like the devil fruits are basically like a unnatural thing to like Mother Nature and shit. So it's just like a repent for having a devil fruit is, you know, being, of course, taking away your swimming abilities and all that type of stuff. So he was just saying, so like his theory. He didn't not saying just
it's like he believes, like Dr. Vegapunk believes, it's like a manifestation of like everyone's will or desires. Like, you know how like when you was a little kid growing up, you was like, damn, I wish I could do the same stuff Superman do. Like, you wish you could fly and do all this stuff, like run as fast as a cheetah. But that's how he thinks devil fruits came to be. Like, people were like, you know, wishing upon these things, and then the fruits came about because people wanted to fly, people wanted to run as fast, shit. People wanted to wield fire. So that's
so as if it was like this stuff was manifested, and that's what he said, right? Did he say that?
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Yeah, he did.
You know, you kind of like just told me some shit because I didn't really know that. Even though they said it, I was reading it. I kind of figured that, but I was like, nah, he probably means something else. So basically, this stuff ain't. Well, that's his theory. It's a theory, y'all. But
man, hey, this coming from the smartest man in goddamn One Piece universe.
Yeah. So it's definitely a liable statement.
Right. That it holds some weight now. How you feel about the you know, with CP0 all them fighting, and you know, Sentomaru pulling up with the Sephiroth.
Now Sentomaru, it was always a cool character to me. He was just like, you know, doing his job. He wasn't like on no side. He was just doing his job. Even though his uncle Kizaru, I wonder how that's gonna play into when Kizaru get there and see that he got I ain't even gonna say that part yet, but but when Kizaru get there, and you know that's his nephew, so like, you know what I'm saying, what's gonna happen with it? Cause he definitely on the way. Oh, that's probably why Kizaru is on the way there so fast, because his nephew is there. Oh, that kind of, you know what I'm saying, made full circle.
That made sense.
Yeah, cause his
family on that island pulling up.
Yeah, cause he didn't get the command to go. He didn't get a command. Okay, go to Egghead Island. He just went on his own.
Yeah, he just left. Oh, imagine. So I don't want to spoil it because we getting close to that time, but like,
Yeah,
Imagine how you feel when you get. Imagine how Kizaru gonna feel when you get there. I just want to see his reaction, like as far as like what happens to
yeah,
Sentomaru, like and between CP0 and like Luffy, all of them.
yeah,
One Piece, of course, with each chapter, they definitely gonna leave off on a cliffhanger each time.
yeah. Every chapter, every time. But that's what
Yeah,
make us ready for the
but
next
yeah,
chapter. But they showed
mm-hmm.
the Seraphins, whatever you want to call them. You call them the Pacifistas, the new Pacifistas. But they showed the baby Mihawk, and out of all of them, he looked the hardest to me. But I ain't gonna lie, Jinbei looked hard as fuck too, and Hancock.
Maybe Mihawk remind me of King,
Yeah, he kind of reminded me of
like the
King.
way they drew him. The
Yeah,
way they drew him, that's how.
but they art form is like it's beautiful. He drew them beautifully. And they
Yeah,
like real strong. So you got Sentomaru. You know what I'm saying? He command over them, and it's like a power system to what they listen to. And the power system is the five elders, and then Dr. Vegapunk, then Sentomaru, and then anyone with the authority chip. So my thing is, they were saying that even the elders can't help. So what did they mean by that? Oh, she was saying like they wasn't there to help.
like they're not there to help, and we ain't never seen the five elders outside that damn room for real to eat the book.
I don't
So
even
I
see.
doubt they were gonna like any be able to do anything.
Yeah, about that. So if Dr.
But she
Vegapunk,
she said
so
she
Dr.
was saying how
Vegapunk,
she can't take they can't take orders via the transponder snail. So they can't even call on
oh,
the five elders.
okay. So basically,
Hmm.
Dr. Vegapunk is the next in line for that, and then Sentomaru. But Dr.
Hmm.
Vegapunk got authority over that, so it's not like the pacifista is gonna turn on the Straw Hats or Dr. Vegapunk, because Dr. Vegapunk got the next in control from the five elders.
Yeah. Hmm.
So they straight on that. And then you got
Luffy
Luffy and Lucci just
putting
still
them hit
fighting.
makers.
Ain't
Luffy
he?
putting them hit makers on his ass.
he
He hit
got
his ass with a mean good shot right there.
man. He got Lucci going in and out of consciousness. He's like, should I have
Hitting them
fallen?
and knocking them. Beating his ass for real, for real. They showed another hard picture. Oh
Yeah,
yeah, it's kind of fucked up how they put Senamaru in that predicament because they leading up to that when they was like, Vegapunk was like, man, all the times I done fed you, and
yeah,
Senamaru really want to attack he pulled up like shit, we finna attack the Straw Hats, and then Dr. Vegapunk was like, nah, we finna attack CP0, and then
yeah,
he was like, shit, you sure? And then that when Luffy, you know how Luffy is, he was like, what's up, Battle Axe? He was like, boy, that's not my name.
yeah. It's like that's
And
not
then
my name.
he was like, you sure you don't want to attack the Straw Hat? And then Dr. Vegapunk was like, man, all the times I done fed you. Bro was like, man,
he had,
you ain't got to do all that.
yeah. He was like, he didn't have to use that, like, bro. You fed me before, okay?
All right. You ain't have to tell my business from the world.
He was like, I guess I
That kind of
help.
fucked up in a sense.
And
Hmm.
then like
And then, of course,
right after that, what we was talking about earlier, y'all, was that Lucci
wait,
put a
before he did that, of course, they would sit tomorrow decided to help the Straw Hats and help Dr. Vegapunk. So he
yeah,
told the Seraphim to go after CP0, and they was over there panicking, trying to figure out how the hell because it was a lopsided fight. So pretty much with the Seraphim on the Straw Hats on the side and Cinnamaro all them on the Vegapunk on the side, man, they clearly was gonna win. But then
yeah,
they was complaining about with that tier system that we talked about a little bit earlier, with it being the five elders, then Dr. Vegapunk, then Centamaru, and then like the satellite chips. If you have one of those, you can control them.
yeah,
Shit, they were trying to figure out how they gonna beat the Seraphim because they had no authority over them. Because pretty much they were finna die.
basically, to
But
sum it up.
of course, leading to your point, that's when Lucha did.
What he did, which put a hole through Sentamaru's chest.
Y'all know how
Hold
he
on.
known for that 5 finger pistol.
Now, do I think Lucci is? I mean, not Lucci. Do I think Sentomaru is finna die? No. But I definitely think that Kizaru is gonna see Sentomaru like that, and it's gonna play a big part in what's gonna happen in the next few chapters.
Yeah. Y'all know that plot armor for the kick in. You know Chopper there too.
Yeah, Chopper there too. So I mean, we got a lot of plot warmer there. So, and I don't think they brought him in the story just to kill him off again, just like that. That'd be pretty wild. Oh, not a
Yeah.
seraphim obey us. That's why he said they
That
did it.
that was a smart move, but still though, think about it. Dr. Vegapunk still though.
Yeah, Dr. Vegapunk did that, so I don't see why he thought that.
Yeah,
But he did
so
say something
Dr.
about
Vegapunk,
he did say something about satellites though. That must what they were saying, like
he,
Stella and stellites.
yeah, he's talking about all the Dr. Vegapunks. They still got their authority level. They're still in a higher command level than Sentomaru. So Lucy killing off, not killing off, but injuring like Sentomaru. We're talking about something. Now they can
Obey us.
now the Seraphim obey us don't really make any sense because they really got to get the Dr. Vegapunk.
Yeah. So
They ain't doing it but chopping away at the tree though, which makes sense in a way. But like I said, first thought that came to my head is like, man, you still got to get the Vegapunk. You got to kill all the satellite Vegapunks off just to have full control of the Seraphim.
yeah, that's kind of confusing. I ain't gonna lie. But hopefully they touch
Mm-hmm.
upon that. That was the end of the chapter. We're gonna do another chapter review on 1070. I don't know if we got a. Oh yeah, it's a break next week, so we probably make like another video between next week and then. So
Yeah.
make sure you drop that like and that sub on the video. You got anything you want to say in the comments or anything? Make sure you say it. We all open ears and we do respond to comments. And we'll be seeing y'all later, man. Peace.
You're